This is what would be considered 100 CRI, color rendering index. 100, meaning this is the best color you can get. This is the most natural. Why? Because us as humans, we have evolved over however long, many years. Evolved with the light from where? From the sun. That's where we had lights from, the sun and reflection off the moon. So this is how we're able to see colors as they are due to the sun. So anything that can be similar to the sun or be exactly like the sun, if we can make something like that, the light that is reflected off of those objects, such as people or food or anything that you can see, the light is reflected from that source. If it can become just like the sun, that would be considered 100 CRI. CRI is color rendering index. Why is this important for us photographers and videographers? Because we want things to look good. We want it to look natural, not unnatural and weird. And I'm sure you've been into a place and they have those like office lights and they're kind of green. Everything has a greenish hue. Things don't look that good there. You could make something have a green hue later in color adjustment, but you want to start with something accurate, something good. This is why video lights are expensive. They have high CRIs, over 95, 98, 99 CRI. They're going to be very similar to the sun, which is going to give you natural skin tones. Not only are you going to get natural skin tones, it's going to be easier to color grade. Why are you starting from a hard slate, something difficult, when you could just start from something easier, right? So get yourself some video lights. I personally, indoors, I use small lights. I don't really have a budget right now or a need for more expensive lights. I have 60 watt bi-color aperture Amaran 60x lights. Link is in the description. It's 60 watts. It's good enough power for indoors. I wouldn't really recommend it outdoors. Indoors is perfect. It's bi-color, meaning I could change the color temperature from like cooler to a warmer, so I can adapt it to the lighting in that situation. I actually used it on my recent trip where I went to Atlanta with Yahala. Yahala USA is an Arab channel. I'll leave his link down in the description below as well. We went with him and we did a bunch of different businesses talking about the Arab community and whatnot. Use those lights, very good, helps a lot. Put a softbox on it and it's still a decent amount of light. And Aperture actually has new softboxes. Yeah, new softboxes, and I would definitely get those if I had the chance to now. I previously got some other ones called the Light Dome Mini 3, but they got some new ones on the budget side and they look really good, way more affordable. I would definitely, if I had the choice today, get those instead of the ones I purchased, which is like 2 times the price. Another thing that's important to know, keep an eye out for it wherever you're recording. If you're using indoor lights, look at the scenery. See, you could tell if the lighting has a greenish tone or kind of yellow or magenta. It doesn't look good, right? That's when you're definitely gonna need your own lights. If you see incandescent light bulbs, which means it's the one with the filament and the filament gets really hot and it starts to glow, they're really hot bulbs. When you get your hands near them, they're hot. They're not really used as often anymore because they use a lot of energy, they're hot, they burn out. But if you do see some like those are very good color rendering, color rendering index. Why? Because it's just hot. It's hot and it's emitting a glow similar to the sun. And that's why they have really high CRI. LEDs are not like that. LEDs are not, they do not get hot and emit light in that kind of way. So if you're planning on getting LEDs, check the CRIs on them. Now, not all CRI is equivalent. I will leave a link in the description and a video below to Gerald Undone, and he does very scientific testing with lights. He will take the light and he put like some kind of measurement tool in front of it, and it shows you the wavelength of light. So quick rundown, light is made out of Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. We learned this in science. Has that spectrum of different wavelengths from the slower to the longer wavelength. The sun has its own kind of amounts of each that it gives off, and these LEDs try to match that, but some of them are not exactly the same. Some might have more reds or more of a blue or more of yellow and green. In that video, he shows you the amounts of each. Very good. I don't have the tools to do that, so I'm gonna link down to his video below. But that's definitely gonna improve all of your videos and your photography by using color accurate lighting. Is there any other way for us to get good colors without having to purchase expensive lights or always carry around lights with us? Yes, use natural lights. You might be thinking, well, I heard of something called a color checker. You know those little squares they put up, they go like ding, and there's all those different color patches, and they use that to calibrate the color. You would think that would work, but it actually does not fix the source lighting. I was reading the manual in DaVinci Resolve, how to use the color checker. DaVinci Resolve's manual and how to use the color checker in its program and how to use this color checker effectively. One, you don't want to do it where there's any specific glare, so you don't want to have it pointing toward up and there's a light and it hits a glare. You want it to be flat, straight, or maybe just in a way where there's no glare. But also it said it does not correct for the source lighting. It actually might give you wrong results if you use a DaVinci Resolve color tool to calibrate to those colors, because the source lighting is not good to begin with. It does not fix that. I thought, oh, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna use a shortcut, not buy these lights, just use whatever lights these people got and just use the color checker to fix it, and no, it does not work. So unfortunately, yeah. Color checkers are like 65 for like a lower one to 100, 200. They get more expensive because they have more color patches and whatnot. But that's gonna help if you already have natural lighting and you want to, like good lighting, like good high color accurate, high accuracy lighting, high color accuracy lighting. That's gonna help you start from a flat baseline of color, nothing toned toward one way or another way from different camera manufacturers like Sony, Panasonic, Canon, Nikon. They have their own colors baked in. This is gonna give you the same color through all those different cameras. If you're using Sony and Panasonic on your set, on your shooting events or whatever, you might want that. So hit like, hit subscribe. Let me know, do you use color accurate lighting? Do you even know about CRI, color rendering index? Do you even pay attention to these kind of things? Let me know in the comments below, and hit subscribe, hit like. We're gonna be doing a lot more stuff, learning a lot more stuff, and I've also included some AI prompts in the description below to teach us more about these subjects. See you.